¿Cómo están, amigos? Bienvenido, bienvenido. Vámonos. Van para allá.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is a little undercooked. Nicely weighted ball. Hangs in a cross. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Distributed tidily.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a shade optimistic. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. Palmer going face to face with his great rival. Well, Emmanuel Petit has got to be one of the most technically gifted midfield players there are. anywhere, you would give anything for his sort of influence in your team, wouldn't you, Jim?
Big fan. I've always been a big fan. Defensively, extremely capable. He has an excellent work rate on and off the ball, but he doesn't get too much attention for his aggressive midfield presence. And I always feel that he's someone that can leave a foot in, not in a bad way, but just in a strong way.
That pass isn't the best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. Yeah. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Aimed in towards the centre.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Salah. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Vieira getting this one clear. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. They can squeeze it through. Palmer. Good take and it tries a shot! And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Up towards the front line. He's had it taken off him. Guardiola. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. Petit. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Makaleli. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Palmer. Knocks it into space. Drogba! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's fallen cleanly here.
Vamos, bien.
Arsenal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
After 29 minutes is number 11, Mohamed Salah.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Great vision. Wriggles his way through. He has found a way through. Forlan crosses. Some good work on the right flank here. Now that's well seen too.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
They played right into his path.
Uy, hermano.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's come to nothing.
Mohamed Salah really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up
Ay,
like
no.
that until support arrives a little
Tarde.
sooner. And just
Tarde en
maybe there he
cancelarlo.
overdid it slightly and should have released it
Ya sé tu
because
jugada,
the
hermano.
support was arriving quickly.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, important interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Forlan, looking for options for movement. Well timed, excellent interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rodri, now he's got space here. And that's put paid to a promising move. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Forlan, now it's Palmer. Guardiola. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Bien, bien.
Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's Petit. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass...
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's managed to get rid. Guardiola. That pass has been well intercepted. Makaleli. Palmer. Now that looks a decent ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That looks a good ball through. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Forlan. He's found a way through. That's good defending, very good defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is not the best ball. He offers energetic goal.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ay, no, hermano.
Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Ah, muy mal
And that means
pase,
just one
hermano.
thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's an imaginative pass. Takes a shot! Long ball looking to counter.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
We expected better, and so did he. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Pretty robust defending.
Ey, falta,
Got
hermano.
himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking.
Vámonos.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Number 18.
Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played into space. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Ay, lo...
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played.
Uy, hermano. Hijo de tu madre.
And he's heaved it away. Mohamed Salah. Driving on and making good progress. Haaland receives it in a good position here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look
No me
a
digas
bit
que no se
predictable.
empata.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was...
Haaland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura
poquito,
about him
Carlito.
today. Tremendous.
The message is simple.
No, espero que no
Defend
me
this with
empate
your
al
lives.
último minuto.
Saliba with the clearance. And that's been intercepted.
Bueno.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's crossed into the middle. That's really well cleared.
Qué buen despeje, hermano. Dale.
Ball comes in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
That's a cute ball. And that's been won straight back.
Bien,
And the
vámonos.
referee brings it to a close. Well, Steve, have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your reflections then, Jim?
From the manager.
Lo gané. Y tenemos partido. Uf. Vámonos. Sin miedo al éxito.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Just listen to that noise. This place is
Vámonos.
definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Espero que no nos
Well,
gane
we're
este
on the
lugar.
way. And this is Mohamed Salah. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary.
No,
Goes
man.
for a shot!
Uy, loco.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Tan
Oh, it's very
temprano,
good
hermano.
running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And the referee has brought play back and
Blah.
shown him a yellow card. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. De Bruyne. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too. Saka with the clearance. Pass somewhat off target. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's managed to get free. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's through here. And the keeper has it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
We'll
Yeah,
simply
yeah.
have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Vieira tries to pass it through. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Mohamed Salah. And here's De Bruyne. Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Uf, muy
That's
mal
nice
pase,
and
hermano.
simple for the keeper. De Bruyne. And it's Van Nistelrooy. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Makaleli. Looking to play him in. There's the delivery. He gets big!
Ay, loco.
And he was there to get a vital touch. Drogba
Oui.
really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish?
Bien.
Goal! Arsenal!
Vamos.
Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
This is Van Nistelrooy. He won't be happy with that one. Makaleli.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, nice touch. And there's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Saliba is the guilty party there. Wilshere tries to play it through. Yeah. And it's Wilshere. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Palmer.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tries a shot!
Vamos.
He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he...
And that's it. Many thanks to
Ya
Jim.
gané.
And with that, it is a very
Mejor
good
de los
night.
que ganaron, bueno.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Red Bobby. Vamos. Hola.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Now, can they get it back? Oh, he's been caught napping. It's gone out for a throw-in. Here comes the cross. Czech claims it without any fuss. Can he get it through? Arsenal have reclaimed it, and it's Son Heung-min. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Palmer. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
He's the shining light of Asian football in Europe, Peter. Son Heung-min. He likes to receive the ball on that left-hand side.
And the shot!
No, la mano.
He's done it! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zirkzee. Guardiola. That has ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might... Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Knocks it out wide. Makalele. He's in a good position here.
Ay, loco.
And that has been
¿Cómo
clubbed
que no
away.
puedo verlo?
Palmer.
Otra vez.
Guardiola wins the duel this time. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's clever. And this is Drogba.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Somewhat off target. Now it's Wirtz.
Wirtz really needed to concentrate on protecting the
Bata,
ball.
loco.
Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Konate has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Now he's got space here. That has not gone well. And it's played into the middle. Picked out brilliant. Son Heung-min!
No, loco.
Rodri. Liverpool are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Haaland. And it's made its way to him. Tries to play it through. Guardiola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that pass just didn't quite work. Guardiola, the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Zirkzee. And the through ball. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened
Ay,
otherwise.
loco.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's an excellent Well seen, saw that coming. Makaleli. Well, that pass isn't the best. Out to the left it goes. Aims beyond the defence. Rodri. Over to the left.
There will be 1 minute at
Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. Palmer. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. He rises!
Ah,
That was superb goalkeeping. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep
no,
things
loco, no me
simple,
puede ganar este
keep
rival,
the
hermano.
intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Vamos por esta remontada.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Now it's Xerxes. Not the most accurate pass. And he's intervened well there. Great vision. That's been intercepted. Yeah. Tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. There's the shot!
Bien, vamos.
They have
Ahí está.
themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was
Palmer,
always
Palmer.
there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Wirtz receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Rodri. Yeah. And that has left him in a heap.
Roja,
That's a
hermano.
foul and the whistle's gone. Konate has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Son Heung-min with a real chance here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Paris ended up in
No,
no
güey,
man's
tardé
land.
yo qué.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Son
Oh,
Heung-min.
really well played.
He has found the way through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. And he shoots!
No.
Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And the shot! Goal! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Big chance!
Ay, no, me
Oh,
cuesta, hermano.
just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And he was quick to react. A vicious ball here. That has been cut short. Arsenal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Fiat! Palmer is the team's great visionary. Palmer charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Drogba. He's one-on-one. It's Drogba! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened? It's fallen kindly here.
Ay, loco.
Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. And reclaimed it in a trice. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Son Heung-min. Drogba being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that should get the job done. Oh, shooting chance! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's neat. Shot a goal! Oh, it's come loose. And this is Mohamed Salah. Shot, surely!
Ay, loco.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's run loose here. They get a throw in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland is onto this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Palmer! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Adding minutes
Thumps
has
it
been
clear.
indicated.
Pass somewhat off target.
Ay, loco.
And it's Rodri. Son Heung-min. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And there's green grass
Me
ahead of
fuera de
him.
juego.
He's one-on-one. Can he finish? They've done it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's that, the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Sí,
Reflections on what you've seen.
presentí el... Hola. Pero igual va a estar muy difícil de ganarlo. Mira. Cambió de formación. Traigan esto, hermano. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Tries a shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Roberto Carlos. Ah, he's given it away. Vieira. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head.
It's a mighty effort!
Vamos, Gullit.
That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of
Bien,
the goal
Gullit,
should
bien.
take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost hope.
Bien, bien, bien.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pull it. Great shot!
Vamos. Bien, cabrón, bien.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Barcelona take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's a sharp little ball here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Knocks it into space. Son Heung-min goes for the shot!
No, así no era eso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Van Basten. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Chance!
Bien, Yoko, bien.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. Distributed tidily. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Cross flung in towards the middle. Nesta gets it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And That interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Edmilson. And it's lofted through here. Chiellini clears it away. Nedved. Makalele going full tilt down the left. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez!
Oof, man.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Seedorf. Played out to the left flank. Played back in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Son Heung-min. That's a little off target. Batistuta. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Son Heung-min. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Seedorf.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's been taken
Ay,
down
no,
and
cuál
the
penal,
referee
hermano.
has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level.
Ay, voy a quedarme en medio.
Back in business. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space out wide. Cleared away. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And that's the second half started. Nedved. Aims beyond the defence. Makalele. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Edmilson. And here's Mbappe. Big chance! He slid it.
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nedved. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. And this is Batistuta. Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Thuram. Vieira. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. That's really well cleared. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. Looking to play him in. And this is Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in. Well seen. Saw that coming. Nesta. And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard. Maldini. Oh, it's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. And he's certainly onside here. Nice interception, well timed. Probing pass. And it's Nedved. Roberto Carlos. Van Basten. And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Messi going face to face with his great rival. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played, well played.
Vamos.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 20, Luis Suárez. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 10.
Oh, that was vital.
Serán sustituidos por
Nedved.
el dorsal 22.
Now it's
el
Eto.
dorsal 8.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
El
So good
dorsal
from him.
17, Ronaldinho. El
Maldini.
dorsal 23. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Edmilson. Roberto Carlos. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. Vieira. Seedorf. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking here to chip it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the... Ronaldinho! Edmilson. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. He's cut it out. Nedved. Makalele. It's a pretty loose pass. Edmilson. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pass is just off target.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Vieira.
descuento.
Delivered with swing. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nedved. Oh, what a ball! And we're done. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Bueno, adiós amigo. Bye.